10 months ago now, I challenged myself to invest £10 every single day into the S&P 500 and do it for one entire year and see what would happen if we compare investing every single day as opposed to lump sum investing the exact same amount we would have invested over that term. So 365 days, that's £3,650. 10 months later, what are the results? So I decided to use Trading 212 to invest £10 every single day into this fund here, the SPDR S&P 500 UCITS ETF, which is an accumulating fund, meaning that the dividends are reinvested automatically back into the fund, meaning that this experiment will be very comparable. Now, as you can see, a lot has happened to the S&P 500 over the past year. This fund is actually up by 15.7%. However, the past 10 months isn't the complete year, and in order to understand the significance of the S&P 500 and the events that have happened to it over the past year, it's important to take a little rewind. So around this time last year, things were starting to go into a free fall for the stock market. As you may know now, the leadership of the US announced tariffs that were going to be applied to most of the countries around the world, and of course the stock market revolted and there was a bit of a crash. Already this time last year we were going through the crash, and it was about the second week of April where things started to turn around, and this is exactly why I started this challenge to see whether or not it was worth actually investing £10 every single day, because everyone thought there was another crash coming. Now fast forward to today, the leadership of the USA has started something else that is affecting the stock market, but not like it was last year, and of course this is a war. So then was it actually worth investing £10 every single day into the S&P 500 using Trading 212? If you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share worth up to £100, then all you have to do is to follow the link in the description box down below, or scan this QR code over here if you are on your TV. Now alternatively, if you've already signed up to Trading 212 over the past 10 days but haven't received your free fractional share, then all you have to do is to press the 3 horizontal line menu over here. Then scroll all the way down until you see the section Use Promo Code. And in this section, just use the code JUBAIR and you should receive a free fractional share. So I started investing on the 12th of May 2025. As you can see here, this was the starting point. At this point, it looked like the stock market was recovering, but you can see a few days later, there was a dip and everyone was just generally worried. So in order to see whether or not it was worth actually investing every single day, as opposed to doing a lump sum, we have to figure out how much we bought our initial shares for. So as you can see here, the first day I bought these shares, they were worth around £10.74. Now over 10 months, it has been 304 days since I invested £10 every single day into the S&P 500. So 304 days equals to £3,040. Now, if I had invested £3,040 as a lump sum back on the 12th of May 2025, I would have had around 282.95 shares. And we're going to use this number so that we can compare what would have happened if we had lump summed instead of basically dollar cost averaging every single day, or pound cost averaging. Now, in order to carry out this experiment, I did use Trading 212 and I did put this investment into a pie called the S&P 500 £10 daily pie. Now, this allows you to manage your investments really simply, and I like that you can actually see what your progress is over the past months, 3 months, etc. This year has been a pretty bad year for the S&P 500 starting off. We can also see that over the past 3 months, this pie is actually down. Now, using this Trading 212 pie, it allows me to actually deposit £10 every single day into the pie. And then on the weekdays when the stock market is open, the pie then automatically invests £10 every single day. So on a Monday, it's usually £30. Unfortunately, there's no going around the fact that the stock market isn't open on weekends for you to actually invest. So as you can see, after 304 days or 10 months, we are actually up by £123.05. Or 4.05%. Now, all things considered, this isn't a terrible return on investment after just 10 months of investing. You would currently struggle to find a high yield savings account that will give you more than 4%. And remember, this has only been 10 months. So there's still time. However, really, is it worth it? Because there is a lot of risk, especially given the current situation. And would it make more sense to actually have put it into a bank where there is little to zero risk? Well, that's for you to decide. Now let's compare what would have happened if we had lump summed back on the 12th of May. Now, in order to find this out, we need to know how many shares we are on right now. As you can see, currently I am on 254.39 shares. By comparing the share amount, we can see the difference between lump sum investing and regular investing £10 every single day. Now, if we had lump summed £3,040, which is what we have basically invested into here, on the 12th of May, like we said, we would have had 282.95 shares. Now, all we have to do is to times it by the current share price. As the stock market is closed, we can compare the differences. Now, if we had lump sum invested back on the 12th of May the same amount, today we would have £3,518.18. Now, using my calculations, that would have been a return on investment over 10 months of 15.7%. Now, that's nearly 4 times the return you would have got if you had invested £10 every single day into the S&P 500. Now, when we look at this return, it doesn't look too bad. £123 is almost like saying that's 12 days worth of £10 deposits basically gained as an unrealized profit. However, if you had lump summed 10 months ago, you would be up by over £500, so that's over 50 days worth of deposits unrealized, basically for free. Now, going forward, we don't know what's going to happen to the stock market, and if it crashes, both forms of investing would be severely impacted. However, after a crash, if you are regularly investing, you could buy units at a much lower average price. Therefore, then dollar cost averaging or pound cost averaging could be to your benefit. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.